sticker crawls like a fever through the wire, counting down the seconds while the shadows climb higher. I see the data points bleeding into the dark, calculating the distance between the spark and the arc. My pulse is a heavy clock, ticking out the dread of every storm and fracture predicted in my head. The gravity of the unknown pulls at the bone while we sit in these quiet rooms staring at the phone. But we map the fault lines before the earth can move, trading the panic for a steady groove. We build a shelter in the facts we find, anchoring the stray fragments of a nervous mind. Through the lens of the lab and the strength of the hand, we trace the blueprint of a more resilient land. No one trembling at the ghosts on the screen. We face the weight of what is actually seen. Science is the compass when the fog starts to rise, stripping the static away from our weary eyes. Risk assessments written in the ink of the real, turning the phantom fears into something we can feel. I breathe with the moment till the air clears, dissecting the biology of my ancient fears. The probability of ruin is a number we to face once we find the solid ground in this chaotic space. There we gather our neighbors when the sirens begin to wail, fortifying the spirit where the solo heart might fail. The uncertainty is vast, but our focus is narrow, straightening the spine and sharpening the arrow. But we map the fault lines before the earth can move, trading the panic for a steady groove. We build the shelter in the facts we find, anchoring the stray fragments of the nervous mind. Through the lens of the lab and the strength of the hand, we trace the blueprint of a more resilient land. No more trembling at the ghosts on the screen. We face the weight of what is actually seen. Or we map the fault line before the earth can move, trading the panic for a steady groove. We build a shelter in the facts we find, anchoring the stray fragments of a nervous mind. Through the lens of the lab and the strength of the hand, we trace the blueprint of a more resilient land. No more trembling at the ghosts on the screen. Face the weight of what is actually seen. But we map the fault lines. But we map.